Okay, I think it has started now. And good. So if you have question, please, you can quickly ask before I. Question, please. I just need to quickly set something up. No question? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Are we saying we don't have question?
There is. Trying to go back to where.
What did you say?
I'm trying to go back to where I missed out.
I'm coming. Just hold on. I want to answer question first now, please. If you have question. Okay. In the absence of question, let me continue. So as I was saying, I'm going to share my screen in a moment. So as I was saying, there are a lot of details I did not go into. And another thing I did not go into again is talking about Tajudeen, I did not get what you mean. That does it affect functionality or speed? What is it about functionality and speed? Okay, what is the function of signing into the Power BI desktop? I got your question. The functionality of signing into Power BI desktop is that whenever you want to work with Power BI service, remember I told you Power BI has sisters. One of them is desktop. Another sibling in Power BI family is Power BI service. Another sibling in Power BI family is Power BI mobile. Another sibling in Power BI service is Power BI, what's it called now? Report builder. You understand? In order to use all those other ones, you need to sign in and you need to have a Microsoft account to do that. So it doesn't affect speed. You can save your work, you are fine, but you won't be able to share with people. When I say share, I'm not talking of saving it as a file and now attaching. That is not what I mean by share. You understand what I mean by share now? I'm talking about sharing so that you just put their email, and that's all. You won't be able to publish in the web. You won't be able to, what's it called? You won't be able to export it to the Power BI mobile. You won't be able to export you can connect your Power BI and analyze it in Excel. Everything we are doing now, you can take it to Excel. You won't be able to do that. You can't convert your report to PDF or to PowerPoint. You understand? You cannot use custom visuals. There are some visuals that are not in Power BI that we have seen now that are just some moments. There are some custom visuals that what's it called again? That we don't have access to at the moment. But the moment you sign in, you can go to like store, something like store. You understand? I'm just using as something that we can quickly understand. And once you go there, you can quickly see what you have. And so can you see my screen now, please?
Yes, please. Yes.
Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So you can't, so there are a lot of things you can't do basically without them signing in. But if you just want to be using Power BI alone by yourself, and you are not interested in showcasing your work to people, uploading to the web, you can do it without signing in. So that is that about that. Any other question? Okay, let me finish what I have to do. So now, I've shown you all this step now. I've shown you the author step. We are the authors, right?
Yes.
Guys.
Yes, yes.
We are so seeing our raw data. You have it already since yesterday, right?
Yes.
We also went to Power Query. We've seen that there are a lot of things we can do. It is not even 2 hours class that we are going to use to finish Power Query. There are Power Query specialists. You understand? We've seen data model. We've seen Power BI report, and now we can quickly visualize our reports and come up with a story. Did we see that?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. I have achieved almost 80% of what I want to show you in today's class, of today's class objective, or even more than 80%. But I need to let you know that in your Power BI report, we did a basic aggregation. We did not write formula. One question I expected is Power BI as sweet as this, that you don't need to write formulas like Excel? Or is there anybody wondering about that or not? You are not answering me.
Yeah, right, sir. All we were doing since was just to import.
I'm asking you, are you wondering? If you are wondering, let me know if you are also wondering. Okay, so I think I have a chat from Ali. What's the name? Is that Ali or what? Let me check. I didn't get that name, AIL. So basically, no. We just did because it's a demo, we have what we call DAX, DAX. So in DAX, when you are doing DAX, basically, you have to write DAX formula, data analysis expression. So you have to have functions. You can do a lot of things in DAX. Each of these steps that we have on this page, the Power Query step, the data model step, and the Power BI report visualization step. You understand?
Yes.
It is an area of specialization on its own. We have people that are just witch and wizards of Power Query. I believe you guys get what I'm trying to say by witches and wizards. You understand? They know Power Query in and out. It also has in the background a programming language, M language. So there are some things you can't do by click of a button. You just need to write a function, M language. You can Google it, M language. Then we have data model. The type of data model I showed you, where I was creating relationship, it is called a star schema data model. There are actually other types of data model, like Snowflake data model, but we are not going there. We have specialists for it also. We have visualization specialists also, and the likes like that. So, but basically, for you to be a Power BI developer, for you to be a data analyst with Power BI, each of these steps is what you have to understand. You also have to understand the Power BI service when you publish to the web. In today's class, we did not publish to the web. We did not publish to Power BI service. You understand?
Yes.
So we can see now that there are still a lot of things. So it's not actually very possible to complete everything in 2 hours. No, it's not possible. That's when I want to be lying to you or sweet mouthing you. So, but we are not here to do that. So, okay, Olumide, I got you. So I think we talked about data model already. We talked about this. So basically, we've talked about Excel last week. I showed you some stuff in Excel. We have Power BI. They are brothers. Remember Power BI itself, it has sisters. But Excel and Power BI are brothers. But one of them is a bigger brother. Power BI is a bigger brother. Is the Egbon. Even though they gave birth to Excel before him. You understand?
Yeah.
So how do you know when you want to pick between Excel and Power BI? You understand? So whenever you want to perform one-off analysis, you can use Excel. You understand? Just you want to quickly see something and go on and just move on. You understand what I'm trying to say? One-off. So in some accounting work or though there are people can do financial modeling. I saw a book last week. So that guy wrote a book on financial modeling with Power BI. So it's actually very possible. But at the moment, you might not have the skill, or it might be very difficult for us to do if you don't understand nitty-gritty of how to use Power BI. So in that case, you have to go for Excel. In doing intensive, note the adjective intensive. It doesn't mean you can't do some accounting stuff. So when you need Excel specific features, there are some specific features in Excel like pivot tables, and keep formulas. But this last point I mentioned in this slide is not totally correct. Why is it not totally correct? I can take my Power BI work, I can publish it to Power BI service, and after publishing it to Power BI service, I can connect it back to Excel and do pivot table, which means that the fact that I'm using Power BI does not mean that I can still use pivot table in Excel. But whenever you need some Excel specific features like cube formulas, anybody know cube formulas here?
No.
Anybody? Okay.
Maybe somebody knows. Who I'm just
so
myself. I'm answering for myself.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so it's a feature in Excel. So that's when you use Excel. But when, Power BI basically, I think we already know what we can use it for. You have several tables you want to relate together. You also want to share your report with an audience, and you want them to always see the latest what is happening. The data is being updated. You understand? I have a COVID dashboard that you build. Let's assume you build a COVID dashboard and you publish it to the web. You know, COVID is happening every day. Like, people are contacting it. People are recovering. Some people are dying, right? So that kind of COVID data is not a one-off report. In that instance, it is not good to use Excel. Just use Power BI. You don't need to build the report again. As how do I put it? Yoruba people will say, as days goes by, you can now what? The report is going to be updating itself because it has been connected to the what? To the data source. And that data source is what? Is updating. Do you get that? So if you want to have interactive experience, it is also very good you use what? Power BI. When you need specific Power BI features, like some bookmarks, like Power BI Mobile, there's no way you can publish your Excel work and see it in, what's it called? And see it on mobile. So you can go to Play Store on your phone or Apple Store, and you can check Power BI Mobile out yourself if you're interested to see how it works. So, but the interesting thing is that and is better than all. What do I mean by and is better than all? When two things are together, it's better than choosing between one of them. So this is not a fight between Excel and Power BI. The fact is both of them are good together. You can actually be an expert in Excel and be an expert in what? In Power BI. So remember, it's not about tools. I told those in our class, in our WhatsApp class, it's about what? Anybody?
Sorry, Prophet.
How you use it?
Yes, it's about solving problem. Yes, it's about solving problem. You want to be problem solver. You understand what I'm trying to say. So in that case, don't just be a data analyst or an accountant or a financial analyst or an engineer that works with data and just quickly do it and just submit and go. You should be able to come up with data that will lead that when you come up with reports, it can lead to the growth of your organization. People can see what they can see, what they won't see normally. You understand what I'm trying to say? That is what, so whenever you are now faced with a task, with a problem, the question is to look at yourself as an analyst, that what tool available can I use to solve this problem? You are going to start by answering that question by looking at what you know. For a lot of problems in the analytical world, you are going to be able to use Excel and Power BI to solve it. Remember, I didn't say all problems. For a lot of problems, for a greater bulk of the problems you are going to be facing, you are going to be using Excel can do it. In fact, you can connect your Excel to Azure Machine Learning. Azure is the cloud service for what's it called? For Microsoft. Are we together? So we have Azure Machine Learning that you can run your machine learning model in the cloud and come up with forecast, with projection. That is predictive analysis. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
We can also connect it to Azure Machine Learning with in Power BI. In fact, Power BI is basically top notch for that. It's beyond the fact that you can connect to more than 100 data sources. You can make your reports dependent or connect with all other things also. You can have your reports you can connect it with Power BI, with MS Team, Microsoft Team. You can connect it to SharePoint. We have what we call Power Platform. So Power Platform is a set of applications by Microsoft. Basically, all of them, their name starts with Power anyway. But we have Power BI is one of them. I think it's the most popular. We have Power Automate. We have Power Apps. We have Power Virtual Agents. We have a lot of them like that. So even if you want to develop an app and you want your reports to be inside an app, you understand what I'm trying to say? For your organization, using Power App, you can build the Power App and you have your Power BI reports. But when I say building the app, you are not going to be a programmer because it is a no-code tool. It is a no-code tool. Do you understand what I mean? No code. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So that's about that. So the opportunities in the data world is large. Like I said, your role that you will be doing eventually, when you know this skill, they may be data-related roles and they may not be. But it's not about the name they give you. It's about what you are doing. Am I correct? You understand? It's about what you are doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, NCDC, or what do they call themselves? These people working with COVID data in Nigeria and all the other related diseases. A lot of people work there. They don't call themselves data analysts. They call them epidemiologists. So they study the spread of disease in population. But basically, there's no epidemiologist that does not understand this, that does not know. You just have to know data analysis because you are studying the spread of disease. So how do you want to study the spread of something that is going day by day without analyzing that data? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And when you go to their website, you are going to see a live dashboard that shows the daily update of COVID. You can go and check it out of COVID in Nigeria. So you can see now these guys are health workers. They call themselves epidemiologists. Most of them have health science background, but they are using it. So you can also be doing a lot of other things and still do data analysis. So it's not about the name they give you, whether you work in finance, you work in engineering, you work in health sector, whatever you may, or you are going to, I mean, a lot of organizations now, you can't just basically do without data. Data is everywhere. So it's like, they call it the new oil. It's the new oil. So if you have data skill, there are a lot of data skill. So you are going to be hot cake. You are going to be hot cake. So like the question someone asked in the group, I'm not sure if she's still in the group. Who asked the question? So she sent Zainab. I think Zainab was the one that sent in one of the groups that were in our group too. So she sent a question that I was answering. So I think I explained that in the group already in group 2. So that is that about that. So what is next for us as analysts? We are modern analysts. Is you should learn, if you are focusing on Excel and Power BI, learn Power Query, learn data modeling, learn DAX. Your journey has just begun today with what I've shown you. There are a lot of things you can rely on, but learning alone is not good. I mean, it might be a bit difficult. I'm still learning day by day. I have courses on, on some place that I don't know when I'm going to complete it. So it's always good to learn in a group or with an instructor that can, how to put it, that can motivate us, that you can talk to, answer your question, and that can mentor us. It's always good. But if you choose other sources, it's okay. The most important thing is to what? Anybody?
Get going, keep learning.
Yes, the most important thing is to get going. But there are always a better way to get going. Better, you understand? So beyond certification, you understand? Beyond certification, when you want to showcase your skill, it is always good to have projects. So go to your office. If you are someone that is working, like you understand what I mean by you. If you work currently, go to your office, collect the data, analyze it, showcase it to everybody that you can do. Post it on your social media that you can do. Get going. You understand what I'm saying? Not about certification. You need to do projects. How can you call yourself a cook and you cannot show me a food you have cooked before? Are you going to patronize that person?
No.
How can you call yourself someone that bakes cake and you don't have a single picture of cake that you can show that you have baked? Is that possible? No.
No.
So if it's not possible, how can you call yourself a data analyst with Excel and Power BI and you cannot showcase to the world? It is not by putting it on CV that a lot of people put it on CV, proficient in Excel. Your eyes go see. You understand? You should be able to have projects that you can show.
I feel attacked.
Seeing is believing. Beg your pardon?
I said I feel attacked.
I'm sorry, because let me tell you, I've been opportunity to train a lot of people, even people that have been using Excel when I was in secondary school. So the fact is, a lot of people don't use this tool, they don't even know how to use it, and their day-to-day task depends on it. But we just still think, a lot of people think because they can type numbers inside the Excel, that they know how to use Excel. Or because you wrote your project, your final year project in university, you wrote it in, in Word, that you are proficient in Word. If I train you on how to use MS Word, in 2 days, I'm not going to be done. Like if we are doing morning to evening, that's based on the number of things you can do. But we are even talking about analysis of data, about data analysis today. You understand? So Excel is a rabbit hole. You just keep on learning. If you are now using Office 365, bam, it updates every month. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's always new things for you to learn. With Power BI too, it updates every month. Bam. There is always new things for you to learn. So we need to stay on top of our game. Yes, there is no job, but the fact is, what skill do you have? You understand what I'm trying to say? So a lot of, yes, we say there is no job in Nigeria, but the fact is, if you have some specialized skill in Nigeria, you are going to get a job. No be mouth. You understand what I'm trying to say? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Hello?
Can hear you.
Yeah. So we need to get going. We need to do projects. You understand? You cannot call yourself a makeup artist and you don't have a single picture of someone you have done makeup for. Is that person a makeup artist? I think I have. Who am I going to ask? Bumi? Is Bumi still here? Olu or Oluchi? Oluchi, are you going
Oluchi is a male, not a female.
Someone that has. Oh, I'm sorry, Oluchi, you are not a female. Beg your pardon. I'm sorry, please.
No.
Okay, let me ask. Don't worry, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. Let me ask. I think I know Bumi is already a female. Bumi, where are you?
I'm here.
Oluwa Bumi, are you going to tell someone that doesn't have a picture of someone she has done makeup for to come and do makeup for you?
Lie.
The first question you even do is, send me your IG page. Let me check your project. Abi, maybe so you did do them.
Yes, so.
That's how you guys, that's what we do. So even if you want to you do cake, you want to do it, so those are the kind of things we want. So it's very important we showcase our skill. There are certifications you can take, you understand, to certify, and you can't, I tell you, you can't pass those certifications without doing projects. That is why in my courses or boot camps we have projects that we do. So at the end of the day, you can quickly see projects to cement your knowledge that you yourself did, not the one I did for you in class. So you yourself did with your own data. So, and by doing that, you can now advance to take certification. We have a certification, Microsoft Certified Data Analyst. So the questions that they are going to be asking in that exam is there are questions like scenario-based questions. So if you don't do these things, you can't know. They can tell you that when you are working in Power BI, there is an error that comes up. What is the cause of that error? You know, someone that has not used it cannot get the question correct. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So the last thing that is very important, have fun. You should have fun. Life itself can be hard, but we need to do what? We need to have fun. You need to develop while we are trying to develop professionally. So, and we need to have fun, basically. When you have fun, just life goes on, develop professionally, learn a new skill, learn DAX, and everything is good. And that concludes my class or my presentation for today. And questions, question.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
There was a place I got lost a bit as regards to this class.
Okay.
After when we found out that there are some unused column with no column name, and we went back to delete from the query.
Yes.
We close and apply, right?
Yes.
So after closing and apply, we went back to the modeling pane.
Okay.
So at the model pane, we discovered that all the remaining tables, which are the sales, the D region, D model, they were all the one or the, there's a kind of relationship between them, but the calendar has no relationship with. Hello.
Your voice is breaking, so it's not really. I can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
But just continue. I'm trying to pick.
Okay.
Continue. I'm trying to pick.
I am trying to relate the calendar table. You said everyone has to be related to that sales table.
Yes. So you are going.
I am trying to
use your dates. You are going to check your dates. Okay. There is a date column inside the calendar, and there is a trade date column inside inside sales. So you want to connect them together by relationship.
Okay. So all I need,
you have to connect them. You have to create.
Okay.
So you have to create a relationship. If you don't create that relationship, you are not going to be able to analyze your report based on months, years, quarter.
Okay, is the creation now? Do I just click and drag?
Okay, you don't know how to create.
Sorry, can I ask that?
You don't know how to create, right? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I missed the part of.
Yeah, if you want to create, can you still hear me, please?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you want
hello,
to
can you
create,
hear me?
you just take your mouse to
Yes.
your dates, you left click on it, like you make sure it's selected, and you just go and
Okay.
drop it on trade dates in your sales.
Okay.
You select it first, and you won't remove your hand. I basically use mouse. I don't use the trackpad on the computer. So if you are using mouse on your mouse, once the mouse is on it, click on it, left click. Don't remove your hand on the left click. Just go and drop it on what's it called now?
Trade date.
On trade dates inside sales.
Sales,
The relationship is going to be created instantly. Is that fine?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Question. Okay, I can see somebody. You will even get job outside Nigeria, correct? Yes, yes, Windows 8 and above. Clement, I think I answered the question. Windows 8 and above. Questions?
I have a question.
I'm
Hello?
with you.
Okay,
I'm
so
with you.
while you were actually explaining, I lost you on the part where we, after we transformed the data. I lost you when we said
Okay.
close and apply. I didn't really get that.
Okay, after you have done with your transformation, remember that transformation tool is Power Query. But where you want to work exactly is inside Power BI. So everything you have done, you need to close and apply it. You need to, the next thing is to go and do data modeling. For you to do data modeling, you need to take all those tables, all those individual queries, and go and, you need to see them in Power BI. So the thing, what you have to do is go to your top left column, your top left corner of Power Query. You are going to see close and apply. Click on it, and it is going to take you back to Power BI. Is that okay? So
yes,
once it takes you back to Power BI, you can now go to your model view, that model page, and you can make sure you connect what you need to connect. You create relationships.
Okay.
Where you need to create relationship. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Also, hello, are you with me, sir?
I'm with you.
You know, when we wanted to, before we transform our data, there was load and there was transform. And
Yes.
I think a colleague in the house, when you asked that, should you just load? Someone said, if the data is clean, we should just load. But you advise that it's good we transform. So, but
You should always transform. Just transform.
Okay. But I noticed after transforming,
yes,
that means I noticed we didn't go back to loading again. Has it automatically loaded? Or we still have to maybe at the end of
for you to load. Yeah. Let me get your name. Who is speaking? Abdigoni, right?
SD.
SD, okay. SD. So to answer your question, for you,
yes.
You know, we clicked on transform, and
yes,
it went to Power Query. We now check it to see if everything is fine. After everything was fine,
yes,
for you to now load, you need to click on close and apply. It is close and apply that will now load it. That load you didn't do it in the beginning. It is that close and apply that will now do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Question. 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 Okay, it seems we don't have questions. So do we have feedback for me? Because I don't think we are going to have another webinar class again. I mean, so feedback, comment, suggestion. Do we have Joseph in class today? No. Feedback, comments, suggestion, no feedback, no comments, suggestion, no.
I have a question.
Anybody? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you want to do one-on-one training, how much do you charge?
Talk to.
Or I should see you in camera.
Yes, see in camera to know. So there are a lot of things that determine that. What do you want to learn? What is the schedule and other things like that. So
Okay.
talk to me in chat.
All right.
You have my number now. Just go to any of the group. You will see my
Sure.
my name. Yeah. Okay, Ferrami says, been a great time. Thanks for this. So I hope you guys are going to continue your learning. Okay. Okay, in the absence, I'm going to send the video maybe before end of today. So not in the next 2 hours anyway, but before the end of today.
A quick one, please.
Yeah.
A quick, in the last webinar class we had, there was a plot, a graph we plotted in Excel that we plotted the first 5 highest revenue against the last 5 lowest revenue. That there's this color difference in the two, and the graphs were plotted like inside. And then there was a legend.
Yes.
Can't that be done in Power BI too? Okay, it can be done in Power BI too, and you can add legend.
Top 5, you can do everything in Power BI now. It's even more suited for something like that. You can do it in Power BI. I mean, what I show you, visualization is just very little. There are a lot of things you can do.
Okay.
It can be done. You can do legend, you can do all those things. Yeah. Remember, we have time constraint, and I don't want the class to extend past them. Wow, we used 2 hours already.
Yes.
I wanted to say I don't want it to extend past 2 hours. Then I checked the clock and I saw that we've used 2 hours. So I didn't want it to extend past 2 hours. So there's really time constraints what I can show you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
I really need to quickly show. I just wanted to quickly show you that you can quickly build the reports and the capabilities and what we need to learn it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Feedback, question.
Please send that slide alongside the video.
I don't think I'm going to send my slide. I'm going to send the video. You can go and write. You have the video now. You can go and type it yourself.
Okay.
You understand? You can go and type. I don't think I'm.
But
you are going to have the video for sure.
And all the.
It's going to be public on YouTube, so you can have it. Or you meet me in boot camp.
Okay. I get it.
Question. Okay, it was a nice time having all of us in the master class. It's a master class, so it's not instructor-led class that I have to. I mean, in my instructor-led class, you are going to share your screen to me if you have a problem. You understand?
There's a chat you did not check.
Oh, please, sorry.
I think from
Oh.
AIL. I think it's a very, very
From
good question.
Kyle, talk to me in chat. If it is concerning payments for Bootcamp, talk to me in chat.
All right, sir.
Yes. Then we can look at it together. So,
Thank you.
so any other question, please, before I end the Zoom call? Hello? Hello? Okay. So it seems we guys are all satisfied and same future analysts. I want to see your work public. Try and tag me if you have work that you are showcasing to the world. So tag me. You have my, I think I have my, what's it called in the first slide? My social media, yeah. And you can also reach me on my email, Twitter, or LinkedIn. So, okay, guys, have a nice time. Have a beautiful day, afternoon, evening from wherever you are. Bye.
Thank you, sir.